Hello and a very warm welcome to this Princess Cruises 2014 Cruise Extra presentation. First of all, a very quick introduction. My name is Shane Riley and I'm the Field Sales and Training Manager here at Princess Cruises UK. Now we do have our brand new team Twitter, which is at Princess UK Sales, and you can also find me on Twitter at Shane Riley PCL. So if you do want to keep up to date with the latest information from Princess Cruises, then please do feel free to follow myself and the Princess UK team. Now, if you do also want to join the conversation about Cruise Extra on Twitter, then please do remember to use the hashtag Princess Extra to keep yourselves involved. So, exciting news, Cruise Extra is back, and it's back with a bang for 2014. So it kicks off on the 31st of August, and it does run right through to the 31st of October this year. Now, as I mentioned, Cruise Extra is bigger, it's stronger, and is more price aggressive than it's ever been before. And I'd go as far to say that we've got the stronger pricing at this time of year than we've ever had before as part of Cruise Extra. So it's fantastic pricing available as part of this campaign. So let's take a few minutes to take a look at the campaign dynamics. Your customers do have the choice of choosing up to $200 free onboard spending money. Now it's very simple. For 9 nights or less on voyages, we'll receive $100 per cabin or stateroom. And for voyages of 10 nights or more, they will receive $200 per cabin or stateroom. Should customers wish, they could also have an alternative of choosing the car parking or the coach transfers. So some fantastic savings for having free car parking or free coach transfers for our voyages departing from Southampton. Passengers will also have the opportunity to be able to upgrade from an ocean view stateroom to a balcony, and that is combinable with the free onboard credit, the car parking or the coach. It's another benefit that the customers can take advantage of. Now, the more astute of you watching this presentation will be aware that on Royal Princess and Regal Princess we don't actually have any ocean view staterooms. So in those instances on those two ships, we will upgrade those passengers from a standard balcony to a deluxe balcony stateroom. Now, I'm sure you'll be very excited to hear that we will also be offering package fares available on our Fly Cruise product. So you'll be able to conveniently and confidently promote our package fares, knowing that the fare will not increase and the air flights won't sell out. Now, for those passengers that are travelling with children or with third and fourth passengers in their stateroom, they will also be eligible for a 50% off saving. A saving up to 50% is available on the third and fourth passengers off the standard fare. And we're giving you guys even extra as well. As our travel agent partners, you will also be eligible for bonus sale weeks, which gives you an opportunity to sell and promote Princess Cruises for a low deposit of just £50. Now you're probably thinking, Shane, that's all well and great, there's some fantastic dynamics as part of Cruise Extra, but what about the fares? That's what the crux of this campaign is all about, and we've put these fares at the most aggressive fares that we've ever had at this time of year, and we really feel that they are at the biting point to make sure customers start booking early and bringing that booking curve forward for all of us. So we are offering 7-night voyages, leading in at $599, and that is a voyage number E413N, for example. 12 nights at $999. And 14 nights at $1099. So some fantastic fares available, some fantastic savings. And when you take into account those added benefits that I mentioned earlier, combining with these fares, it really does add up to a fantastic value for your passengers. Now, I thought it would be very useful to take a look at Cruise Extra this year versus last year. So last year, for example, we only offered car parking, coach onboard credit on balcony staterooms or above. This year, we're offering that on every single cabin stateroom type that we do offer. So there are no restrictions, no limitations on this. For the first and second passenger in that stateroom, whether they're booking an inside or a suite, they will still be entitled to the car parking, the coach, or the onboard credit. Now, I think the real key example here is to demonstrate to you the savings that we have year on year for our fares. So last year, a 7-night sailing leading in an inside stateroom was leading in at $799. This year, it's $599. Last year, a balcony stateroom on a 7-night sailing was $999. This year, it's $799. So some really, really strong year-on-year comparisons on our cruise fares that we're confident will get the market flowing for 2014. Now, exciting news is Royal Princess will return to Europe for 2014, and next year we will also have Regal Princess, our new ship, which will be debuting in June 2014, operating our Grand Mediterranean voyages. So I thought this is a perfect opportunity just to remind you of the key selling points of Royal and Regal Princess. Now these two ships do have balcony staterooms on all outside cabins, so there are no ocean views at all. They're all balconies, and you will find that we do have a fantastic sea walk, an expanded piazza, the water fountains on top deck, our largest movies and star screen ever, and our expanded sanctuary with private cabanas. So I thought, what better way to get your juices flowing than to show you some of the pictures of those fantastic venues and facilities that we have on board. Here is the piazza. Now the piazza is expanded, it's 50% larger than you'll find on our other ships, but it still offers that Princess familiar feeling with the International Cafe, Vines, with Alfredo's Pizzeria. You still have those facility venues that those customers that have come to expect on board Princess Cruises. They'll still find them on board Royal and Regal Princess. Now the sanctuary, we've enhanced again even further, introduced some further private cabanas on the sanctuary, but the facilities, etc. are still the same as you'll find on the other ships. So the sanctuary continues to prove particularly popular on Royal and Regal Princess. A new feature on the Princess Cruises fleet is our water and light show on board Regal and Royal Princess, where we do have our dancing water fountain show that put together huge variety on board, different kinds of entertainment. Now the ones you can see there are the 007 James Bond dancing fountain show, but we do have a New York show and so on. So there's lots of different kind of shows that we offer as part of the water and light show, but I'm sure you'll agree, fantastic spectacle for your customers to enjoy when they are on board. Now, if you have been looking through our 2014 voyages, you will note that we do have two ships sailing from the UK that we haven't had for the UK before. So we've got Emerald Princess and Ruby Princess. Hasn't sailed from the UK for quite a long time, so it's fantastic to see that we do have these two ships sailing from Southampton. Now Emerald Princess is newer than Crown Princess that we had sailing this year, and Ruby is also newer than Caribbean Princess that we also had sailing from Southampton this year. But the key message really behind the ex-UK ships is the fact that we do offer a ship consistency. So although the shipper name is different on the side, effectively the facilities that they're offered on board these ships are exactly the same. So you can sail Emerald Princess and Ruby the exactly the same way as you sold Crown previously, you've sold Grand Princess recently as well. So no matter however you sold those ships previously, you can continue to sell them in exactly the same way because they offer the same fantastic service and the same facilities that our customers and our passengers have come to expect from Princess. Now, as if Cruise Extra couldn't get any stronger, we've taken it to the next level, and we've also made sure that Princess Cruise Extra is also fully combinable with Princess Groups. Now, I would strongly advise that you do take your groups out now on Emerald, Ruby and Ocean Princess. Now, I would advise you not to worry about the group pricing when you do take out the group, because the very reason is when Cruise Extra does go live, your group benefits that you've taken out, those additional onboard credits, etc., are fully combinable with Cruise Extra and your Princess Groups. It's all fully combinable together to be able to offer your customers added benefits on board, enhancing this campaign even further. Now, Cruise Extra is also fully combinable with your Princess Sail Weeks. So again, I would advise you to set up your Sail Weeks for September now, utilising your 2 per quarter allocation. Plus that, remember, you do also get that bonus Sail Week that I mentioned. And for every Princess Cruises booking you'll make, it will combine for a low deposit when you make a booking during your Sail Week. And you will also receive a discount voucher booklet. Now I thought, what better way to bring this to life is to provide you with an example. So the voyage I showed you early on, the E413N, is a Cruise Extra fare leading in at $599 for an inside stateroom. You've also got your Cruise Extra benefit of $100 onboard credit, the parking or the coach. Now if you were to have a group on this particular voyage, you could offer an extra $75 onboard credit. And if you had a sail week, you could sell it as a low deposit of £50. And if you had a sail week, you could also offer a $325 onboard booklet. So to give you that example, that would be $599 plus $175 onboard credit. Or you could offer the fare at $599 plus your group discount of your group onboard credit of $75 and the car parking or the coach. So it really does stack up to be a fantastic offering for your passengers. So certainly make the most of your groups and your sail weeks to really enhance this campaign even further. Now, booking on Cruise Extra couldn't be easier. Now, I'm sure you're all familiar with Polar Online by now, but I'm sure you've all used this button, Fare Comparison. All you need to do is click on that Fare Comparison button, and then you will select the added dynamic that you want to offer your customers, be it the onboard credit, the car parking, or the coach. So you just need to click on the Fare Comparison and select the added benefit that your customer wishes to choose from. Now, a very quick friendly reminder. Now, if your passengers are choosing the car parking or the coach options, now these must be booked with the car parking or coach provider once a cruise booking is completed. Now, you will receive full instructions on Polaroid. Just pop up as an errata message advising you what your passengers need to do to confirm the coach and the car parking. Now, if I can just make sure you all reminded to make sure you do take that and make sure you do set those up. Because if you don't set them up, potentially passengers won't have a coach booking or the car parking. So the booking that you're making on Polar is just the first step, then the actual car parking and the coach transfers need to be booked with the actual provider. So please remember to do that to finalise the booking. Now, we have been encouraging our agents to think Princess recently, and we have put together this really useful guide to be able to point you in the right direction for making sure you can close a sale for Princess Cruises. What we have done is we've taken each letter of the word Princess and we've assigned that to something that we really think sets Princess Cruises apart. Now, P, that stands for prepared from scratch. All of our dining options are offered on board our cruise ships are made fresh from scratch every single time. Now, R does have to stand for relaxed, rejuvenating retreat at sea. We're the only cruise lines that do offer our passengers the opportunity to escape completely. I has to stand for itineraries with over 300 ports of call. If there's an ocean, Princess Cruises can take you there. Now, take a few minutes to have a look through the rest of these and make sure you make a note of these for future references. It really will help you to close the sale. I will leave these on the screen for a couple of more minutes for you to make a note of them, but you can also pause the presentation should you need to do so you can make a note of these really key selling tools and key selling tips for selling Princess Cruises. Now, your Princess Cruises dedicated team are on hand to help you to assist with your Princess Cruises Cruise Extra campaign and to make the most of it. Now, if you do need assistance, please feel free to contact a member of my team. I do have 5 regional sales managers working across the UK who are on hand to make sure they maximise your opportunities working with us. So we have Scotland and Northern Ireland. We have Alison Graham. We have Rachel Mould up in Northern England. We have Sarah Jane Walker, a familiar face down in Central England. We also have Johnny Pete serving the South East. And then we have the lovely Andrea Jones serving Wales and the South West. So I have got contact details in front of you. Again, I'll leave this on the screen for a couple of minutes, so feel free to pause the presentation so you can make a note of their contact details and you can get in touch with them should you need any assistance with your Cruise Extra. So if you don't mind, I will give you a couple of recommended actions. So the first one would be to take out one group per month on Emerald, Ruby and Ocean Princess. Now do that today to make sure you are making the most of your Cruise Extra campaign. Make sure you've got your sale weeks starting on the 31st of August when the campaign kicks off. And please remember to brief your teams. Now this webinar is recorded, as you know, so feel free to refer them to ccs.com or YouTube to watch this video back for themselves to make sure they're familiar with Cruise Extra. Now, it says following this webinar you will receive these groups and sale week leaflets. As this is a recording, you will have an opportunity to request those from your regional sales team. So if you haven't received these already, please drop an email or give a call through to our regional sales team and they'll certainly pop a PDF on an email for you, or they'll pop a copy of this in the post. So if you do need a copy of the groups program on the sale week's dynamics, please make sure you give them a call and they'll pop them out as quickly as possible. So all that's left for me to say is on behalf of myself and the Princess Cruises team here in the UK, thank you ever so much for supporting Princess Cruises, and we look forward to working with you for a fantastic Cruise Extra campaign throughout September and October. Thank you and have a great day.